Let's go.
Dub Nation, there are still seats available for upcoming games. Please go to the nearest ticket booth to get yours today.
Coming up next, the Warriors take it up. Here we go. So Phoenix wins the tip. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Booker and Brooks. Royce O'Neal is out there with Williams. And it's Gillespie in at the point. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. They've been on a heater of late, 7 wins in a row.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Gillespie, covered by MP. Williams passes to Booker. There's the triple. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Well, defending Curry before he catches the ball is so important. He's got such a quick release.
Here's Gillespie, covered by MP. The 3. Dylan Brooks, that one's good. And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a 3-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. BA?
Allie, thank you. Yep, that one goes.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Here's Gillespie, covered by MP. With the step back. Here's Gillespie, and the layup falls. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now. So the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
I just love the ball movement.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. Trailing by 8. Outside, Williams. Butler against Brooks. To the wing on the left. Just 4 to shoot. Gillespie can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 8. Pass to Santos. Now here's MP on the wing. Curry. MP looking around. Another
Bang!
3 for Golden State.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Now here's Booker. Yet to see a basket. 3-pointer. O'Neal drops in the 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's MP. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Suns trail by 10. Pass to Brooks. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
MP outside. Porzingis with a screen on Booker. Now Porzingis from outside the arc. Knocks down the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And here's Booker. He's putting up some terrific numbers. Over 28 a game. MP outside. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have...
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in a good situation, up by 13. Warriors making a switch here. MP's checked in. Malawach is checked in for the Suns. Suns trail by 7. And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Grayson Allen. Jalen Green is out there with Malawach. And it's Goodwin in at the point guard position. Allen outside. Back to Green. And with 2 of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well-managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide-open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well-managed. That's the key. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played some superb basketball. He had 25 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He seemed to be everywhere out there, doing whatever he could to help his team. Guys?
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Here's Malawach, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in from Jimsky. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. O'Neal, he's checked in for Malawach. Brooks comes in for Green. Booker, he's checked in for Allen. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. Butler's shot is good. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. And the Suns with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Oh, Booker in close.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Porzingis with a screen on Booker. And a deep 3 from Curry. 3-pointer, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Chalk up 2 there.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
A minute 31 left in the half. All right, Shams, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Just 5 to shoot. Brooks, right side. Three-pointer, O'Neal. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to McGinnis. Here's Moody. Brooks defending. Close in. Moses Moody.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles. Smartly setting up another guy.
The Suns have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Here's Iguodala. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Gillespie can't get it to go. The Warriors leading. MP outside on the wing. Curry. Outside Butler. Pass to McGinnis. And here's Porzingis. Outside Moody. Now MP. On the wing, Curry. Booker defending. Really left him alone that time. Curry's got 16 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
2 minutes are allowed.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The shot attempt is good.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night? And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up.
That does it for halftime. Let's get...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
We've got Kristaps Porzingis. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Butler, and it's Santos in at the 4 spot. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you.
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Outside Curry. MP outside. There's the 3. Williams grabs the board. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Gillespie passes to Brooks. Butler with the ball. O'Neal covers. Pass to McGinnis. Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. Kicks it out to MP. Fires the 3. Again, MP missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Brooks against Butler. Here's Gillespie. To the middle. Outside for Brooks. Here's Gillespie. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's McGinnis. O'Neal pulls it in.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And changes for the Suns, Legs. In the front office, coaching, you name it.
Yeah, Brian, you had the feeling changes were coming for this roster as well. Arguably the most disappointing team last season. A hard reset may have been needed.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 2-point game. Outside Curry. Back to Butler. They still need this. And there's Curry on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
And only a handful of guys have really changed the game of basketball.
Well, the Warriors' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Grayson Allen is out there with Green. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Iguodala in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Here's Booker. Pass to Goodwin. All sorts of time. Horford pulls it in.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Outside Podziemski. Outside Moody. Now here's Horford. Booker defending. Clock at 4. From deep, MP.
Bang!
Oh, MP buries the triple.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Here's Goodwin. And here's Green from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And the Suns lead by 1.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's MP. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Goodwin. Pass to Green. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds in the game. Yep, that one's good.
Well, young players like MP know that if they run the floor, they will be rewarded.
For Phoenix, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the Warriors make some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Santos comes in for Moody. And it's Curry in for Podziemski. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Williams is checked in for Iguodala. O'Neal comes in for Allen. Dylan Brooks checked in for Green. And Gillespie is subbed in for Goodwin. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Porzingis with a screen on Booker. Curry buries the triple.
Everybody in the building knew Curry was the guy on that trip, and he still delivered. You're talking about one of the most clutch players we have ever seen.
Screen by O'Neal. For 3. Buries it from outside.
And just a clutch 3 to settle this crowd down after that big shot at the other end.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Butler outside. Now MP. He launches. Shot's no good.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
It's good!
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
Stephen Curry! Oh, off target from downtown. The Suns leading. Here's Booker. Here's Gillespie. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
Now Curry. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
What a huge shot at this point in the game. Well, Devin Booker is unfazed in these moments. He knows what's needed.
This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Curry! Misses the three!
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
A high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. It's good from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's still a youngster, but MP shows he's ready for the big moments.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He shoots. Connects.
Well, you knew it would be Curry in crunch time. Everybody understood Curry was going to get the basketball right there.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Devin Booker.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
Here's MP. Oh, can't hit the jumper. And now we've got an intense. Foul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy,
No, it was me. I did not see you running from him. I thought I saw him, and then I did not see you at all. That was so funny. But at least he's off of you now, though.